back to CNC Equipment's YouTube channel. We've got something that guys have been waiting on for a long time. A year. You don't know, we're giving this toolbox away full of Harbor Freight / Icon Pittsburgh tools, right? Mm-hmm. So you guys following our channel for a long time. You know we've been using these things day in and day out, and we're going to give you our thoughts and how we feel about them. Just a note, I'm not sponsored by Harbor Freight. I bought all these tools with my own money just to try this stuff out, give you guys a little insight on what's going on. So we spent about $7,600 about a year ago on all these tools here. You notice this toolbox is actually not from Harbor Freight. We'll get into that a little bit later. So we're going to tell them, just start going through drawers and tell them what's going on. And we kind of started a list of things that were breaking along the way. So in this video, we're going to do a toolbox tour of some Napa Carlisle tools and this green box over here, and we'll give you guys a little tour of our other tools that we use in the shop. I know a lot of people's been asking about that stuff. So first thing, we're going to go through this, and later in the end of the video, I'll tell you guys how you can win this toolbox. So we're going to give this thing completely away. If you're not local or in the I guess United States of America, we do have a cash option, so you can still win some money for that route. And if it stays here, we'll do something with it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you guys can see we're working on big stuff. There's a D7 there. We got a 65,000 pound excavator here behind us. So we're beating and thumping on these things pretty good. And I guess they done okay. Mm-hmm. So I kind of bought these, you guys see that's a Snap-on toolbox over here. Very expensive. Mm-hmm. So if you're a young kid starting out, I don't know how people afford that. I'm 43 years old, and that's the first time I've ever bought nice tools in my life. And they are nice. But I can't imagine an 18, 20-year-old going out and spending that much money getting in debt for probably 20 years of their life trying to pay tools off. Yeah. But we're going to give you guys the good tools, the bad tools in here, what you might want to start out with, and you can upgrade later and go that route here. So we've got, like say, 3 different brands. We've got Milwaukee over here and Napa. This is pretty much all Hercules stuff. So you guys may see the stuff's dirty. It's not new no more. So if somebody does win this, what I'm going to do, we'll go back and return all these tools so you guys will have fresh tools. I do know that drill's not very old because we exploded it, but
how do we do that?
I don't know. Where are we starting at? Big 1/2-inch impact. And keep in mind, I think Harbor Freight may have upgraded a couple of these lines. Yeah. Like I said, we bought these about a year ago in April of 2023. So you guys are seeing this in April of 24. Start the big 1/2-inch impact. We bought all the top of the line, the Hercules stuff. This has a 5-year warranty similar to the Milwaukee stuff, I believe. I think it's 3 years on the battery. That's their big 1/2-inch impact. I'm not sure what model it is, the 86B it looks like. It hits okay. It's probably, they tried to, a lot of this stuff is copied off the Milwaukee stuff. It's not as strong as a Milwaukee. I know there's torque test channels and stuff like that out there. When these things are new, they seem like they were better than they are a year down the road, in my opinion. I don't know. Yeah. I don't think the long-term quality is there. I know they have comparing an earthquake impact to Snap-on, and I can tell you from experience there's no comparison. Yeah. And we've already replaced that impact too. I do remember that. But impact, this little, we've not used this thing very much at all, I don't think. No, so
it seemed fine for little things.
The drill's actually very strong. I don't have any complaints about it. No. We did tear one up, but we were doing undercarriage work on it. Didn't we have a jack under it? We were being very hard on it. So we were doing undercarriage work and putting a jack under. You guys can imagine. I did smoke a drill, but I'm not going to hold that against them. Drill is decent.
1/2-inch impact, though, was the small compact.
So there's 2 tools that's not in here no more. I got pissed off and threw them in the trash. Do you want to tell them why?
One was a fluke.
Yeah, so this is a little 3/8 impact they had. We bought the 3/8 and a 1/2-inch. Neither one of them have any power. They're like the old Milwaukees. Mm-hmm. The 3/8 I guess is okay, but the 1/2-inch version sucks. I hate to say it. That little hog ring broke on the 1/2-inch one, so we quit using it. And the grease gun that we had, kind of jumping around, it wouldn't pump grease from day one. I think somebody used it and put it back in the box, and we took it back I know you was with me once or twice, and I tried to take it back, those two tools back, probably 2 or 3 times since then. I bet 3 or 4 times I tried to take these tools back, and they didn't have them in stock to exchange them. I guess they done away with the brand or something, you said, so, or that model, I guess. So
changed the model and design now.
So anyway, the 3 or 4 times, 5 times I went and tried to exchange them. I just got mad and threw them in the trash. So we'll do something about that. If they come out with a better 1/2 inch or something, I'll replace that, get you guys a new one. But it wasn't worth me trying to find new ones and buy them again or whatever. So little light. I know we broke one of these right off the bat. They did replace it because it had a 90-day warranty on it.
Yep.
It didn't really get dropped very hard. I think we kind of quit using it so we didn't break it again. Their battery impacts are okay. Or battery ratchets, I should say.
Yeah.
We got a 3/8 and quarter. How do you feel about them? The only thing so this is a good and bad thing here.
Yeah.
To change the gears. The Milwaukee ones are recessed, and I believe it's snap-on, so you gotta get your fingers in there. But here's the problem with these: you're in a tight spot, and that thing gets wound up or caught up against something, and yeah.
No good.
The little lights on the tools aren't very bright either, but as far as power, they're not really that strong. If you guys are just working on cars or something, this stuff is probably okay, but in the heavy equipment, big truck world, it's just not gonna hold up.
Yeah.
The grinder is okay.
Yeah.
It's not probably quite as fast as a Milwaukee, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. So out of probably the tools in this toolbox I'd buy would probably be this grinder and probably the drill. The rest of them,
yeah.
Sawzall we've not used very much, but the few times we have used it, it's okay. We did use, and again, we'll replace this stuff. We'll get you guys new drill bits and Sawzall blades. Drill bits have been okay.
Yeah.
They got weird sizing. They kind of skip around a lot of the other sizes and give you 2 or some, but they're middle of the road stuff, so they're not top of the line. But we're missing one. And the one bad thing that sucks, if we're missing a socket or something, you about got to go buy a whole set. I will tell you, we broke a few little tools along the way. There's a big myth out there that if you break one socket in a set, you got to bring the whole set back. So we did find that out. We went to different stores, and they will replace just the one socket. They'll go on the shelf there, pull out that socket set, pull that one socket out of it, and give it to you. Now, if you bring the whole socket set back, they will give you another set. So
Yeah.
it might be smarter if you guys do break one, get your whole set gathered up and bring it in and get you a new set that way. Air hammer tools, we broke that one. Got to get that one replaced.
Yep.
Again, we're beating on stupid stuff, but it did break. Die grinder, this die grinder's been, I'm pretty happy with it.
Yeah,
It's done everything we need to. It's a Chief version, long neck extended. It's been just fine. Chief air hammer, I think it lost a bolt or two, but it hits pretty hard. So far, it's still trucking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not complaining too much about it. Again, it's not top of the line stuff, but those are tools that don't need to be in here. Well, we got some snap-on tools floating around. We've not gone complete through this. So where are we going? Next door down. Batteries, the batteries and chargers, they're okay.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they're like Milwaukee quality, but they've been doing okay. Wrenches. I don't have any complaints about the Icon wrenches, actually. I think they're pretty good. We've been using these. Again, they don't have the little extra grippers like the Snap-on or Carlisle or stuff. I do notice the steel's a little bit softer in them. You might see some dents and dings and stuff in them, but 15/16 is one we use a lot, but they've really been holding up pretty well. This is another one of the tools, if you're on a budget, I wouldn't be hesitant about buying these again. I actually bought a set of these for a trailer that I don't use very much. The ratchet wrenches are a dead-on copy off, Snap-on again. They look like the Napa Carlisle ones. I've not had any issues with these either. We've not broke anything. Okay, there we got the metric versions. What do you got going on there?
How did we miss that?
What's that?
2 8mm Icons.
Oh, you're kidding me.
We don't ever go that small, but I was just sitting here staring at
There's
them.
no 9 in there?
No. There's 2 8s.
Wow. Are they not different sizes, though? No? Okay, so
Sorry, side note.
This is some of the stuff you get with Harbor Freight, unfortunately. So yeah, that should go 8, 9, then 10, but we got 2 8s. I didn't even, we've been sitting there a whole year and never noticed that. So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we got the right ones over here with the little ratchet wrenches. Maybe that's how they sell them. I don't know. You guys tell us.
These look handy as handy could be, but we never really
used them. We used these moon wrenches. These are Pittsburgh. Yeah. I don't think they have Icon ones. They may now. Again, the quality's not there in the Pittsburgh stuff, if you ask me, that much. But it's a one-time deal. But we did use these a few times. But yeah, those we never used. But the Icon wrenches, for what they are, they're not bad. So not bad at all. Extensions, I don't think we broke any extensions. We've got wobble and standard impact. You guys can see they've been taking a little wear and tear, but they're still in decent shape. Again, these are the Icon brand. Looks like the plastic holder they come in is falling apart, but we've not had any issues with those, I don't believe.
This is your favorite ratchet.
We're getting there. We got a Pittsburgh 1/2 inch joint that's kind of stiff. We've not broke any of those U-joint. So that's a Pittsburgh extended 1/2 inch ratchet.
$20.
And this thing,
$20 you ever bought.
I know I kind of reviewed these tools about 6 months ago, but we had a porta power on that thing, like pushing against it because we couldn't pull. We had a porta power on a track frame pushing that dude over and it never broke. I don't know how, but so that's been holding up. We've not broke any Icon ratchets to speak of. You know, again, they're not quite as smooth as the Snap-on and stuff, but you're getting what you pay for. All right, 1/2 inch breaker bar. There's a 3/4 inch breaker bar. We've only used this a couple times, and it's not broke. I kind of forget about it because it's sitting in there. Well, yeah, we've got short 3/8 ratchets. They've all been holding up. I do not like their nut drivers whatsoever.
For their color.
They're not color coded right. Anybody that's watching this video, you tell me what color a yellow nut driver is supposed to be in a 1/4 inch nut driver.
Don't listen to them.
A yellow one's supposed to be 5/16 and a red one's supposed to be 1/4. Those colors are all off. All right, going down, we got Icon sockets, metric and American. We've not broke any. Pick up at 15/16 that we beat on quite a bit. Not bad, not bad. We got an inch and
it was just missing some of the important ones.
Yeah, we'll get to that. So yeah, I'm looking for 1 3/16 and it's not here. That's the one we use, 30 millimeter a lot. I mean, they're not done too bad for what we got. So we had to buy some Napa Carlisle sockets to miss out because they skip sizes. That's one of the bad things. I got complaints about them as far as that goes. I see some of the red holders breaking off here too. So pliers, tools, not severely impressed with them. Oil filter pliers, I don't know.
Robo grip.
I've used these Bremen. They've been okay.
But these are your favorite, aren't they?
That are broken on the end.
Children.
I'm not impressed with the pliers.
What happens?
What
Children
happens?
get a hold of those.
I'm looking at them.
They try to cut the banding on tracks.
Well, you know, they got to hold up.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got 4 cutoff wheels.
Again, we'll replace the stuff that's broken, damaged. This pair of side cuts is chipped on the end.
This hurts.
Again, I'm not thoroughly impressed with your pliers. We've got Doyle's, Quinn's, Pittsburgh. We got them all. Icon.
You even got Robo pliers.
Robo pliers. I don't know where those come from.
Those are sweet.
Oh, those are Icon. Yeah. I don't know. Not impressed with the pliers. What about you? You're not having any comments here. You're the Harbor Freight man too.
They're my favorite.
Everything's a mess in here. Pry bars.
Yeah.
Pry bar's been holding up good. We've not broke or bent anything. These are the Pittsburgh. I don't know what number it is. It's like a 36-inch bar or 40 or something like that. So, what do you got, Bubby?
Oh, we got more important things to do.
Now we got to go to work.
Yeah.
Pry bar's been holding up okay. We've not bent or broken anything. Line-up bars, stuff like that.
What about these? These are your favorite.
Those are not my favorite. Anybody watching my video knows those are not my favorite. That one's never been used.
Well, they're tight.
I'm pretty sure I threw this one across the parking lot one day. Pittsburgh, I don't know if they come out with Icon, but the Pittsburgh, you know what the bad thing is? I bought another set of these. Just for emergency use only. Emergency use only.
The problem is it's hard because they're like $6 or something.
I know.
And you're like,
so here's the thing. I'm looking for a bolt to put this on. Of course, there's none right now. If you're wrenching on this bolt right here, you set that to that, and you keep doing this here, you just keep going around. Before you know it, it's look.
it's getting bigger.
Oh, look at that. I never once touched that thimble. They just keep getting bigger the more you shake them. So,
Little baby rattles.
the steel soft in them. Unless you're just buying these for emergency one-time use, I don't recommend their crescent wrenches. I don't know if we've ever used that big pipe wrench. We used this little one a few times. Again, it's not broken, so.
Sometimes we skip from small to extra hard
Right.
tools.
We're going over here.
We don't have all day.
Screwdrivers. I know we've broken a couple. I think we got to get a couple replaced, but
Sometimes they've been used as pry bars.
I'm not real. How do you feel about screwdrivers? They're
Kind
like
of hollow feeling.
they're kind of we even bought the Icons. We got Icons, Quins, and Pittsburgh, right?
The Icons feel cheaper than the Quinn.
They just feel awkward to me. And I don't know. That one's a little bent on the end. Not impressed with those. This little $2 pick set's probably the best thing we bought in this whole drawer. I can't believe we've not lost those.
Ooh. Hammers.
Hammers. Should we talk about the hammers?
Yeah. They're not quite holding up.
Again, you get what you pay for, but
Yeah.
after a year's abuse,
They start getting a little sloppy.
that one's a little sloppy. One of them's got some, yeah, you guys can kind of see what's going on there.
Lifetime warranty.
Lifetime warranty. We will take these back in
And lifetime
and
warranty.
get them all fixed for you. Brass hammer. Why is that kind of near looking? We didn't just buy that or something? We don't use it. The Icon rubber hammer. I think they have Icon hammers too that copy the Snap-on ones, but we just bought the top of the line. It was available a year ago. They keep coming out with more stuff, but not thoroughly impressed with that. Again, you get what you pay for. Light, we've not used that much. We broke one, right? It fell off and got broken. I think we wrote that over here.
Oh, the little guy.
Was that the little light?
Yeah. This
It's
one's
not-
just so bulky.
Yeah.
It's got such big legs and
It's
such
kind-
a big platform that you gotta be.
It's kind
You
of
gotta
got,
have a pretty good amount of room.
it kind of got forgotten about.
Yeah.
All right, moving over this side. We've got some
Cute sockets.
cute sockets.
You love the color coding.
Yeah, again, we couldn't get Icon sockets in the short metric. These are the Pittsburgh ones. And we've not broke any, but I've noticed, these are the Icon ones. I've noticed some of the chrome plating coming off. I don't know if you guys can see this here very well, but the chrome's come off at 9/16. Now here's another thing. We didn't buy any 3/8 drive impact sockets, so we've been using the impact on these sometime. Nobody would do that, would they? But they're not, you guys can kind of see, for just a year's worth of use. Are we missing that one? That means we'll probably have to go buy them a brand new set.
Yeah.
That's the bad thing. It's not like you can just go buy one socket. But yeah, the chrome sockets, they're not, like, they've been taking a beating, that's for sure. Again, you're kind of getting what you pay for. This is kind of a cluster.
Well, yeah.
Again, there's been like 4 or 5 of us working on this box for a year, so
And the biggest problem is these rails that they come on.
they're no good.
They're like bulletproof.
I know we broke a couple of these, got them replaced.
Yep.
No issues. We've got an extended version out here. So files and stuff, we've not broke any of those, not used them. They're okay for what you get. So scrapers and stuff, they use those.
Yeah, those work.
Looks like a Pittsburgh tool's broken there, a trim thing. That's something I bought later on. It looks like it's
Somebody must use it like a practice.
probably not in the right intended application. Chisels.
Chisel.
I
How about
don't-
these magnets?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, these
Suction cups that we bought and never used. We even putting a glass window in yesterday and we forgot about them.
Yeah, that's true.
We just bought them because he's cheap. Chisels. These, we bought 2 sets because he's cheap and figured they'd all break. And I'll be honest with you, for their money, I mean, they're pretty soft. Yeah. for the money, they have not been too bad. I don't think we broke any, so. Those are Pittsburgh, like I say. That's just commodity stuff down there. Earthquake impact, we did blow one of those up already. We're doing undercarriage work on stuff. I know this one got replaced. I kind of quit using it because I was trying to keep it new, because the warranty's gone on it, I guess, the 90-day thing. It's okay. It still gets used from time to time, but
Our problem here is going tightening times 180.
yeah, and we've got 1.5-inch sockets that fit on a, you know, a 1/2-inch impact,
Yeah.
and we may be doing a full undercarriage on a dozer. You know, one this size, we'd use a bigger impact, tighten them up, but they just, as far as longevity, I don't think they're there. But I've noticed these tools, I don't think they're quite as powerful as they was when we first got them, in my opinion. I mean, all tools kind of fade a little bit, but so yeah. What's your thoughts on it? Oh, the toolbox. So we tried to buy a, is it Icon toolbox? No, what's it?
US General.
What's the top of the line?
Had,
Can't even think now.
oh man, what is that name?
So the local stores and around didn't have any toolboxes in stock at the time. I was going to buy the top of the line. Is it Icon? I can't think of the name.
I think it is an Icon box.
They're nice boxes, but I guess they're ordered and you got to wait several months for them and stuff like that. And they didn't have any stock, and they didn't even have any kind of roller cart this size in any brand, US General, any color, anywhere, in any stores. We actually picked this up. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Menards, but they have a brand called Masterforce. So this comes from a lumber yard. It's all over the Midwest. I know they're out west some. Menards, a pretty big chain. They started up in Wisconsin or somewhere. It's what, a 84-inch box, is that right?
Yeah.
It's held up well so far for a year's worth of work. I don't have any complaints with it so far, so you guys are looking for a decent entry-level box. I've not had much Masterforce tools. I bought a few, just little hand tools and stuff there, but I know their main color is green. But box was not that much, what, 1,000, 1,100 or something? It's really, for the money, it's not bad. So
Got good reels and everything too.
overall, like I say, there's a few tools I'll, probably buy again. Maybe those wrenches and stuff. I did buy a set of those. Again, they don't have the little grippers in them and stuff, but it just depends what you're working on and your budget and stuff. I guess you're just working on small cars and stuff. A lot of the stuff is okay and would last a lot longer.
Yeah.
We're just very hard on tools. If you're just a small shop or just somebody working in your, hobby garage a couple days a month or something like that, they're probably okay for. So we're gonna kind of move on to what I call, so we got good, better, and best. We're gonna move on to the good. You might notice we have a US General Harbor Freight toolbox. We had a Napa toolbox, but I think it got tipped over and broken somehow.
Yeah.
So Kevin went out and bought this US General box, which has still been holding up. This has been here, what, probably 2 or 3 years?
Yep.
And it's a mess. Mason uses this one a lot now. And you can kind of see how he takes care of my box and tools. So this is all Napa Carlisle branded tools in here. We've had these tools for basically 7 years now this month. You might see a few Snap-on stuff that we bought here and filled up. He's got his oil filter wrenches over here. Sockets and stuff. Again, the nice thing about the Napa Carlisle stuff for us, the Napa guys here almost every day, we break a socket, we hand it to them, and they bring one down the next day. Their sockets, I'm going to say, are okay. Again, we're very hard on them. They take abuse, but like I say, these sockets are 7 years old now. Trying to find one that we use a lot here. 15/16. You guys can see we've been wallering and beating on them. That one's like,
Somebody used the time out of that 20.
one's destroyed. Some of these need to get replaced. But they've took a lot of wear and tear. Quick little tour of this. You guys know we love Milwaukee tools. These things have been holding up. A lot of these are getting pretty old. We've had an issue with these. Milwaukee will fix it or send it back or whatever. But I'll tell you one tool that is totally awesome is these little, and it's hard, I don't even know what the model number is. These little impacts. We got a 1/2-inch drive one. And these are the fuel versions, and a 3/8 drive one. These things are wicked, aren't they?
Oh yeah. Way stronger.
Good little machines for that. We've got a couple of the big 1/2-inch impacts. Drills, grinders are good. We've got different models of those. battery ratchets. These things have been beat and thumped on. They're starting to get tired, but they've been in here for a long time, so I'm not complaining about them. Carlisle air hammer's okay. I did buy a Snap-on air hammer. It's pretty wicked. I think that Harbor Freight one's better than the Carlisle one I got here, so that's a quick look over that. We got a lot of stuff stabbed in here. These are all Napa Carlisle tools, and these things have taken a beating. That's 15/16 that gets used a lot. 1 1/8", 1 3/16". You guys can see they took some damage, beating and tearing. I'm curious to see how these wrenches hold up and whether they're going to take damage like that. Somebody's been karate chopping that one. But 9/16 is another one that gets used a lot. But you can guys see some damage and stuff on those. But for as long as they've been in here and what we've been doing with them, the ratchet wrenches, I've had these in the old shop and new shop here both. I've never had any issues with the ratchet. Never broke one yet. So, I mean, we've doubled up and put 2 wrenches together. And I've not broke one yet, knock on wood. So
That's called tag team.
Right? All right, metric wrenches, same thing. They've been doing just fine.
Yeah.
I noticed these have the gripper teeth in them, Kevin.
Yeah.
The flank, like the flank drive. No, those other ones didn't. Did you ever notice that?
Because Carlisle goes the extra mile.
The metric ones do. Now these American ones, oh, I guess they do. Have we just wore them out that much? Now this one does. The 7/8. Oh, we're just noticing those things now. What's the deal here?
We should pay more attention.
Now some of these don't have, so if you guys probably going through this kind of quick, you see these little teeth in there? Snap-on's kind of what they call, keeps from rounding off. I think Snap-on calls them flank drive, but what's weird is not all these have them. On the American, these metric ones all have them. I never noticed that. It's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again, they've been doing okay. Moving on down. Screwdrivers. The one thing I really love are these screwdrivers. I don't know about you. I've never really broken, I'm not saying I busted a tip or two, but whoever makes Carlisle screwdrivers,
Good job.
they're pretty good. We got a bunch of them. I'm real happy with those. I think I prefer them over the Snap-on one so far. Junk drawer, nothing to see there. Everybody's got a junk drawer. Pliers, we've got a little bit.
Mason, you did a good job.
We got a little bit of everything. That's all Carlisle pliers there, and some others. And we got vice grips. We got a mess. You guys are seeing this. We didn't go through and prepping this stuff for you. Looks like we found that in the bottom of a bulldozer.
Worth keeping.
Yeah.
You never know.
Pliers are okay from Carlisle. Crescent wrenches. I've not had any issues with their crescent wrenches. This is a nice.
We got that mat in there. It helps with the impact.
Yeah. Not had any issues like crescent wrenches. Pipe wrenches never broke, so okay stuff. Moving over here. We've got a lot of stuff in here.
Yep.
I've never had any issues out of Napa ratchets. They start getting a little loose in the heads, but I mean, we probably broke 1 or 2 here and there.
Nice thing is you can tighten them up too.
Yeah. But the ratchets and stuff and extensions, no complaints there. It's another mess. I don't have these chrome sockets. They hold up way better than the Icon ones for sure. I think a lot of this stuff is made in Taiwan. I think a few things may be made in other places. Somebody knows more about Carlisle tools than me will know more. Again, more Carlisle stuff. Holding up good. Just bits and Allen heads and swivel sockets that we never use over there.
It would be nice if those were somewhere where we could find them.
Right. I didn't even know we had them. I've not really touched this box in the last year or so. We've been using this one, and then I got that one over there. Punches and chisels are okay. We had a viewer give us those.
Yeah.
They worked awesome a few times. More miscellaneous stuff. Hammers and stuff. Some of these, they sell these at Napa. These are what they call
Unbreakable.
Unbreakable something. I've not had any issues out of their wood hammers or anything, have you?
No.
For as long as it's been in here?
No. They're pretty good for.
That's
I just don't like wood when you're.
All Napa stuff. I've had quite a few Napa Impacts, Carlisle, and we've been through them all. We're hard on them. They don't last. So we bought this one. This is Snap-on Impact. We bought that one probably 6 months ago or so.
Yeah.
Last summer. Those things are wicked. I actually bought another one because they kept stealing this Snap-on out of my Snap-on box over here, and I don't let nobody touch it no more. But Snap-on impact's good. Carlisle, like I say, middle of the road stuff. This is what I'm calling the better stuff as far as that goes. Pry bars, we got a bunch of pry bars that we use back here. Again, I don't think we've ever broke any of those. I think these are some of the Mayhew Dominator ones that Napa sold or used to sell. I think they're better than the Carlisle ones we've got here, in my opinion. But something that everybody asks for all the time in these videos, you see comments on this Milwaukee light. We use these a lot. What's the model on that thing? Everybody wants to know what. Probably pop the battery out of it. What light that is that we use. They got an excellent magnet on them. We've dropped these things from top of the equipment down in our pit here.
It's the Rover mounted floodlight.
Yeah, 2365-20 is the model on that Milwaukee light. I had a lot of people asking about that. We've got 2 of those in here. We use those a lot, along with the smaller Snap-on light we'll get here. All right, moving on. You got your Milwaukee light shining on the Snap-on box?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys have watched a few videos. We've been using these tools. I've not said a single thing about them. You guys kind of know we've kind of been against a Snap-on guy for a while. I don't know why. Just, they're very expensive tools. I went off the deep end at the end of the year last year and kind of bought a business tax write-off purpose here. But like I said, I'm 43 years old and I've never had anything better than those Napa Carlisle tools in my life. There is a difference, but I don't know if it's worth the money difference. We're going to see how they hold up. I'm happy with them. I know you're probably happy with them. Get to use them, so.
I get to touch them.
Get to touch them. There's only about 3 people I let touch them. That's me, you, and Tucker. Hunter, I guess Hunter. I don't know about Hunter. Mason can't touch them. The reason is, like, I spent 5 minutes before this video pulling out Napa stuff, putting in the Napa box that was in the harbor, because we can't read, I guess. So this is the one reason I bought all Snap-on, even battery tools. We'll show you that here in a second. But we've only been using this for about a month or so.
Yeah.
So this is a Epic 68-inch box. This thing is 30 inches deep. I don't know if you guys can see how big.
Feature.
Yeah, big this is. This is in the 383 green color that you see right behind here. Picked it out, military green. It has the brass gun shell color trim on it. But I went all out on tools here. As you can see, we went all Snap-on sockets. We do have a few of the Blue Point line, but most of this stuff is made in the USA. I know the Blue Point stuff's Taiwan, stuff like that. And there's some stuff from Spain and other places too. So we're trying to step up into the American stuff. So we've not used this stuff enough up here. I do know, I've been impressed with the ratchets, how smooth they are. And like, you know how you have to hold a finger on the socket to keep, when the bolt's like, you know, loose and you got to keep a finger on it, dragging it. You don't have to do that with these. As far as that goes, we use some of these little, I know we've been using this one where you put a 3/4 inch impact on a 1/2 inch thing to bust caps loose on hydraulic tanks. And we broke them, but the guy comes here every Monday. So that's what I'm looking at. Things are easy to replace. Napa's here almost every day. This guy's here every Monday. The Harbor Freight stuff you got to take into town, but still not a big deal. But yeah, the quality is, you can definitely tell a difference in the quality, but you can definitely tell a difference in the price too. So here's all the sheets where I bought all this stuff, but you guys can guess how much all this stuff is in the comments below. Moving on down. This is where it gets real fun. We got wrenches. So these are the flank drive that I was talking about. You guys can see those little teeth in there. Snap-on wrenches. They're a little bit more squared on the edges than like the Napa ones. I got little short stubby midget wrenches. We got curved wrenches. Line wrenches. I didn't like the Snap-on. I may not like the price tag. The Snap-on ratchet wrenches. So we went with the Blue Point set. We've not used these a whole lot yet, so I don't have. One thing I wish I would have bought a long time ago in my life is these wrenches right here. If you've not seen these 4-way wrenches, these things are the cat's meow. Yeah, I don't care. This set's, what is it, 2,400 or something?
Yeah.
I know it's a lot of
2
money,
inches.
but we went all the way to 2 inches. Most people probably don't need to go. So I've got every size from little Kevin down there to Big Daddy up here. So
I can't wait to use this.
Right?
It's gonna be awesome.
I don't know. I just don't know why I didn't buy these before. Anybody that works on anything, I mean, we put Tucker's fan clutch on the other night with one of these because you get it in there, it's a little bit thinner. I know they kind of look short, but man, hydraulic lines, fuel lines, anything that's hard to get, a bolt. We put a fan clutch on a Cummins motor the other day with one.
Any spot that has no room
Yeah.
to turn it.
So these are angled different. You've got 4 different, they call these a 4-way wrench. You've got 4 different angles. You know, you're kind of stuck with your other ones. You just got kind of 2 ways there. You know, it's these that got a little bit of an angle, so you've got 2 different ways there, but I'm telling you, those things will get you out of a bind more than once, for sure. Wish I'd bought those a long time ago. Snap-on pry bar, screwdrivers, you guys see the whole mix. These are okay. They just feel weird. I'm used to them Carlisle ones. They got a good grip to them, but yeah, you guys want to see how this stuff holds up. I went with the Blue Point kit here on all the Allen bits and all that stuff. Again, the Blue Point stuff's all lifetime warranted too, they tell me. So
Those are the ear cleaner outers over there.
yeah, these little seal picker outers.
I see them on YouTube the whole time.
Do you?
Yeah, you just put it in there.
Got those. We got a little pick set there, screwdrivers, big pry bars. We've been using a few of those. You guys see some of them's dirty. We got us a Milwaukee bit set in there. That's a little Kevin size pry bar.
Could get downright carried away there.
I guess I even bought Snap-on files. What else we got? All right, it's kind of turning into junk drawer. We got crow's feet, Snap-on crow's feet. Those come in handy. I hate using them, but they come in handy. They're like a last resort in fittings and holes and places. Bought a couple little die grinders, a little torch. We've not used them so far. Used them a little bit, but so far so good. Did buy these Drill Hog drill bits. I got a lifetime warranty. Used them a few times. They've been okay so far. Like I say, we don't have a lot of experience with some of this stuff yet. But I just kind of showing you guys what we got going on. Pliers, snap rings. I'll tell you, my favorite pliers in here are these right here. These things are
impressive out on the
These
dip.
things are awesome. You've got 3 things here. These are the ones you see in all the TikTok, YouTube videos picking up a dime. Isn't that right? But they got some impressive grip. Like, you can use these for a wrench.
Yeah.
I
Well, and you can even get out on the edges of these
Yeah.
and pull a cotter pin out.
Yeah.
Way better than
You guys
can
kind of
with
see
side
one's
cuts.
kind of back from the other one, so you can kind of get in and but you can get in here and grip a bolt head, and it's got so much leverage it will actually put those marks into that bolt head. It's kind of crazy. So got a smaller version of them there too, but very nice tools. Only complaints I got about them, they're brand new and they're stiff as heck. You got to use you got to have a finger on both sides.
Notice yours isn't broke yet.
Not broke, just give it time.
I'll remind
But
you
again,
where
these
they are.
things are stiff. I'm hoping they break in. So we've not had much. I think Snap-on's got 2 different versions of their locking pliers, but these are made in Spain. Not used them yet. Went the hammer route. I bought a air hammer set with the bits. We've used this thing a bunch here lately. This big thing locking, it's taking a beating. Knocking bushings and stuff out. That stuff's supposedly all lifetime warranted. Just got these in, chisel set from Snap-on, and we're missing a few sockets I know too we've not got yet. These hammers, we've not used those too much. This brass hammer's been taking a beating. It's pretty soft, which is a good thing. I'm pretty sure they replace that stuff when the time comes. These are some wedges that a YouTube viewer gave us. Snap-on grease gun, I've only used it one time, it's okay. It's just some power probe stuff that we use for testing purposes.
That's called room to grow.
Room to grow, that's what that is. This is a really expensive drawer here. You guys know I'm a big Milwaukee fan, but I bought Snap-on power tools, and I'll tell you why. Because we have other little people that work here. And how long did we spend looking for a little Harbor Freight grinder a while ago? Like I'm texting people looking for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it took to the body shop. People seen it over there, and we finally found it laying on the bucket. But so I bought Snap-on tools just for the sole fact of battery tools, just so we know where they come from. I'm a big Milwaukee fan. Would have loved to buy Milwaukee, but I know what's going to happen.
The new ones.
People like you, they're gonna migrate over that way and have yellow paint on them.
Whoa.
Especially my batteries.
This hurts.
But yeah, I've been pretty impressed with the tools so far. They kind of look, I'm going to say they look like generic and stupid.
They do, they do look a little bit hokey.
This is called the Milwaukee Killer. It's got, I mean, it will rattle your hand off. We've not used this little dude yet very much at all. This little thing is wicked. This is a 3/8 stubby. It's very strong little impact, but very expensive. The battery ratchets, these things are fast. They got good lights and all this stuff. We bought another Snap-on Air Impact 1/2-inch drive. Those things are awesome. The Snap-on grinder, I've been impressed with that so far. It's got some speed to it, like a plug-in one. Yeah. Like it's as faster than a Milwaukee one. The battery pivots on it. Yeah. It's got a kind of a nicer, you don't really need a tool, you just flip that up and turn it. So I'm pretty happy with that. Chargers, this is a power drawer, so it's got a power strip. You can leave your chargers in there. We bought this 3/4-inch Impact a few months ago. It's been doing really well. I am impressed with their air tools for sure, as far as that goes. So
seems like their battery's staying good too.
Yeah. Everybody knows the Milwaukee batteries fall out, but again, we've got 7-year-old tools. I'm curious to see how these hold up. You guys are looking at this stuff and you're watching this video, you know, later on down the way, drop a comment and we might respond to it there. So went with the Blue Point wrenches on the adjustable wrenches. The reason I don't think Snap-on makes any above about that size, and I wanted a full set of them. These things seem tight and I've not really used them that much yet.
Give it the baby rattle.
The baby rattle. It's got a little bit.
It's got to move.
I'm gonna pick up the smaller one of these. These things are awesome. This one says made in Argentina. Does that one say it's made in Spain? So they're not babies. Anyway, I don't know exactly what they call these, but the harder you push on this handle, the more power you have. Definitely awesome tools there for sure. I know we kind of jumped off the Milwaukee light. It's going to show you another light that you guys question me on a lot. You probably see these little lights. This is a Snap-on light. Got these off the tool truck. We use these things a lot. They're handy and they're bright and they last for a long time. I bought this one off the Snap-on truck and I'm not impressed with it. It's pretty bright, I guess, but it does not last very long. These things, you can be doing a job like on this machine and it will last more than a half day. We'll work till lunch with this thing on all day, like line boring that hole out, switch them out at lunch. I got 2 of these, but I guarantee these things run, what, 4 or 5 hours easy, if not longer. This is more of a, if you're working, you need to turn it off when you leave. You can literally turn these on and walk away from it and come back later and you're fine. We're waiting on a stainless steel top for this with the power strip on it. It's not showed up yet, so you guys see that and you're thinking, why didn't you get a big fancy top? What else we got? Anything?
This is my favorite part about your box.
Oh, the Harbor Freight part? I just had to do that. I went to Harbor Freight and bought a tool holder. I bought a Snap-on plug gun just so I could say, but I think it leaks. I don't know. Don't waste your money on that. So, yeah, I got some Blue Point air hammer tools here. Race punches. All right, I know you guys have been asking. We're going to try to wrap this up here pretty quick. We'll give you a quick tour of our other tools over here. You guys see us use. We keep our track press up there, boring machine up there. We got our parts washer, our rotary lifts. There, we got tools strung out everywhere. And we didn't clean any of this up for you. We got our jet press. I believe it's like a 40-ton press or something over there. Keep a lot of our chains, come-alongs, chain hoist, pins, clamps. Gravedigger's broken right now. Sad day. We've got a set of 1-inch drive Harbor Freight sockets that I bought a long time ago, probably 10 years ago. I think one of them might be cracked, but
that don't matter.
You guys watched our videos. We stick a 1-inch impact because some of these, you know, this is a 3 and an 1/8 inch socket. We'll put that big 1-inch impact on these things and buzz the nut off a hydraulic cylinder. And we've not been polite to them. They've held up, so I would probably buy that set again. This is just random stuff. You guys probably seen some of the stuff in the background of videos. We've got a lot of crap going on up here. Milwaukee charging station. Keep a lot of our 3/4 drive sockets, 1-inch drive stuff. Again, this is all Napa Carlisle stuff. A lot of stuff we use for track work, bigger stuff. Some old wore out impacts. Don't even know seal drivers. Oil filter wrench drawer. I got air tools over here, some 1-inch impacts, 3/4, some dead ones that probably need thrown away. Got a Proto torque multiplier I don't think I've ever used.
First aid kit too. Just in case.
Jumbo wrenches. We used this big bad boy the other day. 2 9/16. I think it's the biggest we go up to. We used that on TD25. Some of these have never even been touched. That's why they're dirty. We keep our big wrenches over here. We use Carlisle stuff. Metric big wrenches that we never hardly use. And don't know what that drawer's doing. It's kind of my soldering. We got a liner puller and stuff like that. Soldering drawer. More pullers. U-joint sockets.
Little stubby.
Stubby wrenches. Again, we didn't have room for this in our other box. Yeah,
that's an important one.
There went the other tools to the... It's kind of overflow line wrenches. Oh, there's a fun drawer. It's a RC car drawer.
Yeah.
Oh boy. I got some test equipment and stuff there. This drawer says picks. We got some picks in there. Keep track file drawer. Spindle axle nut sockets. Snap ring pliers. Metric nut drivers that don't get used apparently. And some of Kevin's hammers. Compression testers. Dingleberry hones.
That's right.
Moving on, we got a battery tool drawer here. Some of the bigger stuff we use. Milwaukee stuff. Band saws, those are awesome. 1-inch impact. Overflow sockets. It's getting rough here, folks. Torque wrenches, all kinds of good stuff. I think your tap and die sets in here.
Taps.
Nothing real exciting. A lot of empty drawers.
Just in case you need some of that.
Same thing. We just got more junk over here. Little stuff that we never hardly ever use. There's some stuff over here I didn't even know I had. All these handles that you never use. These things are real handy. You guys see me rebuilding hydraulic cylinders. I can get these off Amazon or eBay. Little seal installers, but they make a guy's life very easy. You can fold them up into M shape. Spanner wrenches there for hydraulic cylinders. Brake clearing tools. I don't know, there's not much up in here, miscellaneous stuff. Got some more torque wrenches and just, Kevin's got this stuff labeled. Power probes, leak detectors, cameras, exhaust pipe expanders. Got some snap-on torque wrenches.
Barbecue grill set.
Barbecue grill set. When are we gonna use that? Big Milwaukee grinder. We got our little bench grinder here. Tire machine, balancer. We got a few more tools down here. You guys have seen we got mostly Miller welders. We do have one snap-on down there. We've got our L saw that we love. We love our Miller 252, Tucker does. This is more of our tire and computer diagnostic stuff. Just got valve stems, computer stuff in here. Nothing really exciting to see. All my computers are the newer stuff. Keep a lot of welding supplies in here. Just a lot of stuff. We got pullers and stuff down there, big pullers. Tucker's welding helmets in there. Lawson Products keeps us stocked up on bolts and hardware and all that stuff. You guys see all that. Pipe fittings, bolts, metric. All these are full of just miscellaneous things, whether it's zip ties in here. So she comes by here, every 2 weeks? Keeps this stuff all stocked up so I don't have to keep an eye on it. It is not cheap, but it is more of a convenience for sure. So we've got all kinds of different O-rings. and all that good stuff. So we'll take a peek over here in the plasma cutter room real quick, then we'll tell you guys how you can run that toolbox. All right, you guys have seen me in here a few times. We got our hose machine. Napa keeps us all stocked up with this Eaton Weatherhead stuff. We keep quite a few fittings in stock, stuff that we use a lot. So chop saw, we keep our hoses way up there. We've got a 1/4 inch up to 1 inch hose. We keep fittings up to 1/4 inch, 1.25 inch. 1941 Monarch lathe. You guys see us use that. Got a Bridgeport mill, belt sander. We just got basic milling stuff back here. That's a little Napa toolbox that we've had. It's got basically all Napa and Milwaukee stuff in it. Kind of overflow extra over here, so same old stuff. I like my Napa Carlisle tools. Bridgeport 125-ton press brake, metal rack. Tucker's working on our new fast cut CNC plasma table. We'll do a 5x10 sheet of steel. So how's it going?
I'm trying to find the D7 plate thing.
So I guess we'll go over and tell them how they can win this toolbox. All right, so kind of a quick and dirty tour there of the tools and stuff we use in the shop. So you guys want to win this toolbox, there's a little bit of a list of things to do. It's going to be in the description down below in this video. I'm going to go over them here pretty quickly. So there's 5 things you got to do. First thing you got to do is go down below, do us a big favor, hit that thumbs up, that like button, hit that for us. That helps us out a lot. The second thing, got to make sure you're subscribed and turn on that notification so you don't miss out on our videos. We can check all this stuff. You got to drop a comment below on this video. It can be anything. Number 4, you got to share this video on some form of social media, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, or something like that. It can't be somebody else's account if you don't have one. And number 5 is a big one. You got to send us an email to giveaway@ccsurplus.com with your YouTube username and a link to the screenshot or however you shared your YouTube video on social media. So not that complicated, I guess.
Just make sure your comments like a really good sob story, because I like reading them.
Right. And so we're gonna let this video go. It's gonna post in April. We're gonna let it run 2 months basically. So we're gonna let this run till midnight of June 24th of 2024. It's kind of confusing. Midnight, June 24th of 2024.
Got it.
And then we're going to pick a winner, and we're going to announce the winner live on a live video on June the 25th, I guess. So it'll be a live feed, I would say, or something like that. So, and there's the one thing I hate about doing giveaways on YouTube is all the freaking spammers. So you're going to get a phone call directly from me about these tools. Do not open up any emails or anything that tells you, you know, you've won this prize, or we're not going to reach out to you on YouTube in the comments telling you've won this, or emails. You're going to get an email or phone call directly from me, because you're going to leave your phone number in that email down below, and you're going to get a call from me. So just be careful with the scammers. If you're not talking to me or Kevin or my wife or somebody like that, you're talking to the wrong people. So
you're still talking to the wrong people if you're talking to me.
Right. So you've got to send an email to giveaway@ccsurplus.com. I'm going to put it right down here in the bottom of the screen. Do not send an email to our regular email, because we'll just delete it. We get too many emails the way it is. But it's got to go to the giveaway@ccsurplus.com. We're going to pick a random person. Then we're going to go back to YouTube, look, make sure you made a comment, make sure you shared it on social media and all that stuff. So you guys can come here and pick the tools up if you're close, or we can ship it. The value of these tools when we bought these a year ago was $7,600 I spent of my own money. We can give you a cash option of $3,800. If you don't want the tools, or you're too far away, or overseas or something like that, we can figure that deal there. Or if you want to give the tools to somebody here, or we've got a spot for these tools if nobody wants them. As far as that goes, we can we've got a new building we can put them in too. So
Sure.
But I'm happy. I just hope that somebody gets them that can use them,
Yeah.
a young person or something like that, or somebody's just playing around. So I know a lot of people's been asking about this thing for a long time. So still good tools. They're just not up to the par of what we do every day. So, and like I said, we'll have this thing all cleaned up, spick and span, new tools and stuff in there for you. We'll replace a lot of that damaged stuff. Some of those sockets got the chrome off of them. We'll run over them with a bulldozer and get new ones for you. We'll probably do a video of it too while we're doing it. So hopefully that's simple and makes sense for you. So yeah, drop your comments below. You got any comments on tools or something? You're watching this, like I say, a year or 2 or 3 years down the road, and you want to know how some of this stuff is holding up over here, I will let you know. Just drop it in the comments and we'll respond back. So, but had a lot of questions on tools and stuff in our shop. So that's pretty much a quick and skinny of it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Are you excited, Tucker?
About what?
Everything.
My Snap-on tools?
That's not your Snap-on tools. You guys, if you guys can guess how much that whole setup is over there, drop it in the comments below, and maybe we'll give you some free swag, hat and t-shirts.
Or a high five.
Or a high five.
Because we don't have any more money.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You can buy about 4 of these setups for what that costs.
This is what happens when, instead of paying like college debt and stuff,
That's right.
you pay Snap-on debt.
I will tell you this, do not, that's another thing, you guys are paying $20, $30 a week. I went out and paid for this in full. So the prices you see, they are very high, but if you can pay for stuff right up front, you can get a better deal on stuff. So the prices you guys see on the Snap-on stuff, that has the interest rates and all that stuff built into it. So if you want to do the $20 a week payment plan, you can, but that's why the prices are so high. Now if you go in there and wheel and deal with them and pay cash on the spot, it's better, but it's still not good.
But it makes you feel better.
It makes you feel better,
Like when your
yeah.
wife goes shopping.
You can save several $1,000s. You can buy another toolbox like this just by paying for stuff. I understand a lot of people can't do that, but anyway, anything else?
That's it.
That's it. How do you feel about your Harbor Freight tools after a year?
I love them.
If anybody else has got any suggestions, you want us to try out any other brands of tools or two, drop it down below. If you guys are a tool company watching this or something, you want to send us some tools. But I like buying tools with my own money and beating and thrashing on. We can say whatever we want, say the truth. We're not sponsored by anybody here whatsoever. I bought every one of those with my own dollars. So, but yeah, that is a pretty good runaround of everything. So yeah, we appreciate everybody watching, and hopefully somebody that's watching is going to win these tools.
That's right.
It's not going to be you because you can't enter.
Don't worry, he's got all his DeWalt tools, you know.
That's right.
Over there.
All right, we got to get back to work on this thing. We'll see you guys next time.